Okay. We seem to be having issues. ICOs. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ugh. Is it okay? I have no idea. We're having an issue before. Let's go to there. Now please tell me if we're okay. Question, yes, what's up? Okay, cool. So yeah, we're good. Sorry, thing happened before. For some weird reason, I tried to do the stream before, and it was like, oh hey, it didn't publish, but apparently it did. So I don't know what's going on. Question: what do you watch anime-wise? I don't actually watch as much as I used to. I've recently been watching Promised Neverland from a couple seasons ago. Which is interesting considering it's about an orphan human meat farm for aliens. So that's like not even spoilers, that's like first episode knowledge. Otherwise, I'm real into the real bad shoujo. Well, not even shoujo necessarily, but I like the feelsy sort of stuff. So stuff like Yuri Yuri was like a good time because it's just cute and brainless. I liked Utawareru because that was fun. I'd actually have to look at my my anime list because I don't watch too much stuff as of late. But typically, I'm not so keen on like the big ones, like Naruto and One Piece, Bleach, all that stuff. Because even like One Punch Man, I wasn't keen on, mostly because a lot of it seemed like, oh man, my power levels aren't high enough. Yes, but I don't want to be watching it like 3 years. Yeah, I can understand that. Like I've got a friend who, or I say friend, guy I live with. He, I think twice has tried to go back to One Piece. And I think he's watched Bleach, or part of Bleach. But yeah, considering every time he would like start again, and there's what, plus over 500 episodes of it, he's like, yeah, nah, let's not. I'm personally not a big fan of the art style for One Piece though, which is why I don't have any interest in watching it, as a main reason. Because I don't actually know anything about what it's about, other than there's a pirate king, or someone's a pirate king. The main character is Luffy, and there's devil fruit as a thing. Typically, I guess, when it comes to like shows I do like watching, again, it's like the more cutesy bullshit ones. Like, I don't even know if there's anything this season I want to watch that much. Like, I'll probably watch Love Live, because it's Love Live, but I need to actually go back and watch the second series of it, Sunshine, or Aquarius, I think it was. It's not Sunshine. Maybe it is Sunshine. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've really been in that scene. I got a message somewhere saying I don't know what. Is it my Discord? Yes, it is. Okay, yes, that's a late response, bot. What about you? What kind of like stuff do you watch? Because I watch a lot of random shit. There are over 6 seasons and all. Have over 40 episodes, and I'm good, bro. I'm thinking something but I don't know what to watch. I got Crunchyroll, but ads. Okay. I don't actually know what's on Crunchyroll these days. I used to watch a lot of Crunchyroll back in the day, but since Madman got their own service, like their own streaming service, which is Anime Lab, that's like kind of what I do or use, because I can just actually download stuff onto my phone and watch it on a break at work. That way, you know, I can watch stuff at work, not like working, obviously, because that's not a good thing to do. And also, I don't actually work a job which would allow for that. So it's just convenient, really. I don't actually know what if there's anything. Oh, oi! Get out of it, fool! Something else I actually recently finished. I say recently, it was like probably a week ago or something. Was Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, which really gave me the... Oh, it's not like Kokoro Connect vibes, but it was like the more old style sort of show. Like, maybe Charlotte, it could have been like. Or Toradora. Because like a lot of anime nowadays, they don't really feel the same as stuff when I started watching. Which is pretty much what every person that watches any medium would say. Oh, this isn't like what it used to be when I was watching, listening, or partaking. But to an extent it is kind of true, because obviously you fall in love with a type of way a medium is, and then everything changes, so does your favorite thing that you're watching. Which in a way is good, because then you can find other shit. But when it comes to shit which are... Oh, also, Sniffy T, hello. Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat. But yeah, again, like, it comes to things which wouldn't have been possible otherwise. Like with Hibiki Euphonium, having like CG instruments, because the instruments look really nice, but probably wouldn't have looked as nice and detailed if it was all 2D drawn, or at least probably would have taken way longer for it to come out. Excuse me, Mr. or Mrs. Drowned, I don't know or care which. Let's have a carrot before we really start doing anything. They got Yukio, but the stuff I like is still mixed. Something like Darling in the Fran, by the way. Oh, that is first. I watched... What? Sort of. Leave me alone! Oh, right. So I'm thinking Demon Slayer. I still need to watch Demon Slayer. Because I remember it being, like, it coming out, and I was somewhat interested in it to begin with, mostly based on how obscure the monsters are. Or at least, I guess they're demons in hindsight. But I haven't gotten around to it at all. And it's not really that high on my priority list. I probably have to look into some things, because I still need to watch stuff like Final Exile, which is done by, or at least the manga is done by Ringe something, who was the mangaka that did Shangri-La, which is an anime which I really enjoyed, with a girl with, her like main weapon is a boomerang, and it's based in a very post-apocalyptic type world. Or kind of post-apocalyptic. It's kind of like a whole thing where society is, or like the higher society is all up in the city above everything, and then the rest of the society is all kind of down in the slums of the rest of the world. And the main character is like some girl that just constantly causes mischief, and then unlocks some other secrets to do with what's going on in the world. It's pretty cool stuff. I liked it. And the art style is very unique. If you... Oh, I need to find out what the name is, but if you were to look up the Shangri-La anime mangaka, you'll find his name, and if you find his art style, it is so fucking cool. there are some real cool figures that came out of his style a few years ago, and I really want them, but because I am just so backed up on figures that I'm getting, some of which are actually from SS, is it Grandman something? It's the SSS something, which my mind keeps on like mistaking to be related to Darling and the Fran, even though I know it's not. I don't watch anime, so that's fair, that's fair. If I try to watch Attack on Titan, I'm just gonna turn off my device and just watch TV. I did watch the first season of Attack on Titan, but I really didn't care for it. I guess it's got the cool wow factor with the idea of these evil monsters trying to kill everyone and everything, and try to tear down society. But I couldn't get into it just based on how the whole show was structured, based on its timing. It wasn't consistent. It's all over the place. So I was just like, nah, I don't need any more of these seasons. Which is, I guess it's kind of sad, because it means I don't actually get to enjoy the same thing as everyone else. But at the same time, the amount of anime that's out there, it really doesn't matter, does it? Where's my rockets? There are my rockets. Oh, I don't have the elytra on. That would make sense. I have a habit now where I take off my elytra whenever I'm swimming, or I try to get into that habit, because I find you can sometimes, at least when you're above water, accidentally go into the glide, which I'm pretty sure dwindles away the duration. So that's kind of why I stopped wearing elytra underwater, or when I'm working in water. I just forget that I take them off, sadly enough. I don't understand why everyone's obsessed with Levi. I mean, I kind of get it. I can't really verbally explain why, but I can kind of understand people's obsession with him. He's just, you know, that muscular? Like, he's a badass character, but also he's got character as well. Like, the whole thing where he will go and does the more typical housemaid stuff, I guess, when they were cleaning up some area. And it's like, oh, ha ha ha, funny stuff. He's meant to be a tough man. I don't know. But I do understand why people do like him. Kind of like why people like... I guess it's like a similar way with why some people like the K-pop idols. To a degree. Because it's not always just because, wow, they can sing. I say that not really knowing anything about K-pop. But still. Everyone knows the stan culture. Or at least a lot of people on the internet understand stans exist. I'm on season 3 on Naruto. Oh yeah. I don't know anything about Naruto. I have mentioned that I've seen the first 12 episodes of the first season dubbed, which was the first mistake, because this was like back in high school. And it was a friend of mine trying to show it to me. But I didn't care for it after that. I was like, nah, let's not do this. Oi! That's a fork boy. Let's get some food, so we can not die from this. Imagine next year Hunter x Hunter Next Gen. Is that a thing? Because hasn't Hunter x Hunter already had a remake? Because he had Hunter x Hunter 2011, right? Or am I thinking of Fairy Tail? But I'm pretty sure Hunter x Hunter's already had some modernization or transition from old to new. But again, it kind of falls under the long-running shonen territory, which I typically don't care about. Because I guess whenever I look at characters, I want to find, you know, that good old waifu material, I guess. You know, I gotta get all those waifus. And also, you know, I'd rather watch a show like Toradora, which can be wrapped up in 24 episodes, rather than something that needs 150. Because I guess like Toradora is probably like one of the peak shows that I would always recommend to someone that I love. Let me reframe how I was saying that, because I don't know what the hell I was saying there. Toradora is probably one of the shows I'd recommend to show the stuff that I personally enjoy. Even though it's like real old, I would still say it's like top notch. That, and at this point Made in Abyss, because I've been reading the manga of that, and oh my god, it is fucking good. And I'll need to read the it's like a doujin that the mangaka did beforehand, where it's a girl going up into the sky instead of going underground. So that should be fun, and it's only like a wee short thing, because, you know, doujin. Not like hentai doujin, just informal short comic. I guess is technically the correct term for doujin, but it's always just porn whenever we think about it. My friend says I'm too obsessed with anime because I finished a season of... I assume that's One Piece in 4 hours. I mean, I guess like that's how a lot of people... Oh, One Punch. No, that's like a typical binge session, right? Because I think that's how I ended up watching Madoka Magica when I first watched it. I kind of just, when I was fresh, like fresh out of home, living in my own place, or at least flashing for the first time with a laptop, which I could call my own, I would just like sit up like late at night, and I just binged all of Madoka Magica within like 4 hours. It was a simpler time, a good time. But now I find it hard to kind of just sit there and watch an anime all in one sitting now. Mostly because I have to focus on it, I guess. Because I don't like dubbed anime, which I have expressed last stream. That's why typically I haven't watched that much lately, because with me playing more Minecraft, as of the last year and a bit, yeah, I'd say like more Minecraft, as in like PC stuff. I can't really, or don't want to watch anime, because it's... I want to be able to watch it properly. So that's why I end up watching stuff like... it's more like American cartoons. Like, I ended up binging, what was it, the Avatar Korra? When I was in lockdown, because I was just playing obsessive amounts of Minecraft when my country was in lockdown. And that's also where I think I watched like Disenchanted and... Disenchanted? The show that the Futurama team did. Or the creators did, I should probably say. He wants me to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I keep saying no. Yeah, I can't say much about JoJo. I see the memes, I know a guy who absolutely loves it and will find a JoJo's reference for everything. But it's not my thing. They're very manly jokes, but I'm fine not being filled in with those manly jokes. Out you go, little zombie. No one cares about you. Oh, on to other fun topics. Did you see the Minecraft live stuff with the cave update announced finally? Fuck, it's good times. Because annoyingly, when it was announced, I was at work, so I couldn't actually watch it live. But I was incredibly happy to get home and just see all of a sudden just, oh hey, cave update, or cave and cliffs update. Some of the stuff, let's be fair, is kind of shit, because I'm going to go under the assumption that you guys have at least seen stuff about it. So, no, where the fuck is my shulker? Blue one there. I should have a... There it is. Found it. Let's get rid of seeds. There we go. Nope, wait. Cave update? Yeah. So... Yesterday was Minecon, and they announced... I also totally recommend you watch it. I know people like... Well, pretty much every main Minecraft YouTuber has done some form of video on it. But I watched the main parts about the update. So it was like a 40-minute video on the Minecraft YouTube channel. And then I watched part of a Toycat video, and then a couple of Exuma videos on it. But essentially, because they offered us, or we voted for the mountain update in last year's Minecon, they decided to do a cave update along with the mountains. So it's the cave and cliff. And there's some good shit in there. Oh my god. Like, we've got new, like, three-dimensional biomes. So we've got like the biomes which are on the surface, but then we also have cave biomes as well, which I think is something which they had introduced with the Nether update, since they had biomes in that way. We've got like this real green sort of cave, which is also where we're going to be able to find axolotls, and then like we can get our own little axolotl army if you pick one up in a bucket, which is super cool. There's a whole bunch of other stuff as well, and there's just so much more space underground as well, because it looks like they kind of decided that because a lot of the time there's just so much wasted potential underground, they actually opened up a lot of the area. So now you can do, they added stuff like underground lakes or big open caverns. You've got a new biome where it's like the deep dark, where it looked like, based on what I saw at least, it kind of like darkens up a little bit, like kind of pulses, so your vision just kind of fades out a little bit. And that's also where you'll find a new, essentially like a new overworld boss, which they called the Warden. Mumbo Jumbo Land. Hi, how's it going, bud? Yeah, but with Warden thing, oh god, that thing was terrifying. Because in the video, they showed, they kind of like did a whole like cinematic thing where they introduced those new, like, they call them vibration detection seeking blocks, which will then like obviously make noise. And then that's kind of tied to the new Warden. And then if you like make noise around the Warden, he will just completely come and destroy your stuff. He has to like hear you or detect you though, because he's blind, which is kind of cool. But I assume that also means that just hiding from him around the corner probably won't help you. But you probably could cheese him by making like a 1x2 space past the wall to make it so that can't update MC though. Well, the update won't come until what, summer 2021? Like, they have announced it, kind of like, you know, most game companies do at like E3, but they're not actually going to update the game until what they say is, yeah, summer 2021. So we're still going to get a whole bunch of new snapshots, just so they can kind of play around, let the community play with it. A big part of it, I reckon they're going to deal with, is the whole wireless redstone thing, because that can either be so broken or so could end up being extremely nerfed, but it seems like it could be super handy. So there's still going to be a lot of work in progress. They had some archaeological thing? Archaeology? I can't remember the name. 2021, that's so long. Yeah, I mean, in America, is it, do they go by America or by Swedish time for Minecon, if they say summer? I assume American time, because that would just mean that it will come out around the start. What did we start? Because when is summer in America? Because that'll be like halfway through the year, right? In which case, I wouldn't say it'll be that, since it might not be American times. I would assume around probably March of 2021. So you'd probably have 6 months to go until we get the update. Maybe March. But we've already had like a few updates this year, and especially with the Nether update that we got this year, they obviously wouldn't give us one this year, like a big update like the Caves update this year. That's just us being greedy as a community, I guess. I say us as a community like I actually talk to people. Oh, no. None of that for me. Okay, yeah. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a really good time. They've also added in a new ore, which is copper, which will also have its own variants. You've got a lightning rod, which can, you know, in a lightning storm, make it so that it only hits in that spot, which could be a pretty cool way to do creeper farms, or charged creeper farms. They made this random pocket thing as well, which is like kind of their way of doing like storage management, which from the sounds of it, it just means that you can kind of put a bunch of items into one slot that build up to a stack. So you could just have 64 items in this pocket. That way you kind of have, you know, like 2 flowers and 1 bit of flint and I guess say a mob head if you're... I guess it could be a mob head in vanilla. But all that random stuff could just fit into that one slot, rather than all of it taking up one individual slot each. One issue that Exuma pointed out though in his video about it is that seems like a good idea to an extent, but then it would just be people just with all these random pockets full of stuff, and then that'll be the clutter. Because like... what are they? Chest monsters are already like a big problem that a lot of people have, where they've just got endless amounts of shulkers everywhere, just full of random shit. And so it just seems like it's just going to turn into that, but in block form, or in bag form. Okay. 2 animes I want to watch. Assassination Classroom or Demon Slayer. I'd go Demon Slayer. I wasn't a fan of Assassination Classroom. I watched 2 episodes and then I dropped it because I couldn't stand I think it's like Kuro Sensei, the main sensei guy's voice. So if you want my opinion, I'd say Demon Slayer because it looks like it's more promising. Yum, coffee. That actually like makes me wonder, what do I have that's on my plan to watch list of any level of relevance? Dun 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 dun. Do I have a thing here? What's with you watching 2 episodes and dropping it? See, typically, you know, I understand the 3 episode rule, but when it comes to some some shows, like My Hero Academia, and, like, S-Class, I just couldn't be bothered with it. One was with, like, the voice. I heard that, S-Class got better, but I wasn't interested in spending the time, really. Let's put that there. And then let's grab this here. Let's go to my anime list for me, because you made me wonder what else I want to watch. Like, there's several other shows which I think I watched. Like, I ended up watching Macaque City Actors at one point. Which I think it was like a series based off of the songs from an album of some description. But it wasn't that great, I'll be honest. And so I at least got 7 episodes through that. Just like the disappearance of Nagi... Was it Nagino? No. Oh, it's the chick from Haruhi, the robot girl. Nagato, that's the one. It was the disappearance of Nagato something. Okay, that is inconvenient as all hell. What are you doing? Okay, let's hope that didn't do anything wrong. Bring that back up. Not that. That. I am so lost in what I'm doing right now. Ignore what I was doing, don't worry. Having stuff up and things not being logged in is too irritating to figure things out. I do if the intro is good and show is good. To an extent, I have kind of done that. Like, there was a show, Watamote. It's not... No matter what way I look at it, it's your guys' fault I'm not popular. I think was the English name. The intro to that was real cool, because it like had like a real screamo sort of vibe. Well, it was blatantly screamo, and screamo is some good music, if done right. But the entire show was cringy as all hell. It was painful to watch. But I decided to finish it because it had a nice soundtrack. I guess that's also a thing as well. Like, when it comes to hearing the song for an anime, how much is that a driving factor in you actually wanting to watch it? Because I feel like there probably is a case with a lot of people where they'll at least listen, or they'll listen to the intro and then watch it because they're like, oh man, this sounds cool. What's this from? Oh, that's a cool thing. At least I feel like there's something that I do or have done before. So it'll be interesting to see how many other people do that. Just put a poll out on my non-existent Twitter to figure that out. Who knows? One day maybe we'll be able to do polls. Just not today. Now that's all the kelp here. There's more over there. Oh, I need to find a way to be able to go into there. Let's check this. Not that. Oh, that's wrong. No, don't worry. Me trying to type things into my laptop and failing horribly at it because I can't remember my password. It's like that really annoying thing where typically a lot of people have like the same password, and then I was like, oh no, this got hacked, or like this server had a breach, time to change my password. And now I can't remember it, so I kind of rely on the computer to tell me or remind me. Excuse me, oh, hello. How's it going? Why do people ship two straight people like Deku and Bakugo? Lord Explosion and Murderer? Because people like the yaoi. Like, it is that fanfic. Why do people ship straight girls as well? Because they like the fantasy of it, with them hooking up. I mean, wasn't that like a thing with like Black Butler, whereas Bastion and whatever the butler's name was? I'm pretty sure Bastion was the kid. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I've seen fan arts of those two. I mean, you don't really have to go looking for it, typically. You know, if you're in enough weeb groups, you seem to find them easy enough. But like, I guess like like girl version of that is so many people shipping characters like Maki and Nico from Love Live. Or then you had the whole ship initially of it's not an anime necessarily, but you had like Yang and Blake from Ruby, which then it looks like it became a thing after I guess enough people wanted it to be a thing. Actually, that reminds me. What do you think of the concept of an ongoing series and people shipping characters and then the creators making it canon? Like, what would be your thoughts around that concept? Would you like it? Would you dislike it? Are you like, oh man, they shouldn't do that? Or would you view that as a creators listening to the community? Because I'm probably more on the side of not liking it so much, because, you know, there's kind of a... I guess it's just kind of like part of the culture where you fantasize about characters getting together, but it kind of changes the rules a little bit if it actually becomes canon, like not naturally, via the story building up to it. Because I think I was watching some random drama video about RWBY, as there always are at this point, and they were talking about the whole Bumblebee relation, and it kind of makes me think about that. BB, I'm gonna go see if Demon Slayer is on Crunchyroll. No, all good, all good. I'm pretty sure it is, but I know for a fact that it's on Anime Lab, so I could watch it if I wanted to. But instead, I have got what's-ma-called, I've forgotten the name for it. Oh no. Promised Neverland. That's my current thing I'm watching. Which, hopefully I should finish it this week, because I don't watch it very fast. And then maybe I'll get into other stuff in this season. I've also kind of been wanting to rewatch a lot of the Pokemon movies as well. As dumb as a lot of them are. Because Pokemon is some good shit. I never like cared too much for the games, I will be honest. I've played some of the stuff that was on the more modern consoles, i.e. the like 3DS and whatnot. Because during... oh, when was it? I don't even remember. There was some point where I bought a 3DS just for the lols. And I got Alpha Sapphire with it. Or I bought Alpha Sapphire when I bought it. Oh, hey, ship! Oh, this makes me sad. This is like essentially a fully built ship. And it's going to end up being carpet bombed as part of my project. What a waste of such a good ship. I've also completely forgot about what I was talking about a second ago. It was something to do with Pokemon. Oh yeah, I got a random Pokemon. Like I got a Pokemon game for the first time, because I never actually grew up with the Game Boy or whatever. So that's cool. So either way, since Pokemon is kind of one of those series that you grow up with, essentially, I've been like all into that, and kind of still watch it to an extent. I started collecting them a while ago, like as DVDs. Oi, sod off! Out you go, Mr. Deadman. I mean, if we're on here, you could have been part of Davy Jones' crew, right? You know? Yar-har. Actually, where the heck would the steering wheel be? Oh, I guess it could be right here, because it goes up there, and then this would have a thing, and then you come over here, and then this is where you'd have the steering wheel thingy. Because I know my ship parts, don't worry. I know that they have a steering wheel. What it's actually called, I don't know. But hey, I don't need to know that, because I don't drive sail ships. At least get like the right terms, naffs. Jesus. Okay, clear all that out, clear all that out. And off it goes. You know, going back to the Pokemon stuff, yeah, it's like kind of just one of those like weird series that you kind of just like having around. Like, I guess Pokemon is probably one of the only shows that I will actually still watch dubbed, because you just get so used to it like that. And also, weirdly enough, when I ended up playing Far Cry Primal when it came out. I played it entirely, and I platinumed it as well when I got it. But I ended up platinuming Far Cry Primal while also completely watching Pokemon during the entire time I was playing it. So I don't remember any of the story about it, but I remember something to do with Season 3, I think, of Pokemon. So that was a fun time. Speaking of which, I should probably go back and play Primal again at some point. I reckon it'd be kind of cool to... Because I have gotten back out my capture card, because I have a capture card somewhere. And I reckon we should like just go through just some random games that I've got lying around. Just because it could be fun. That way we can kind of like change it up so it's not just Minecraft all the time. And we can kind of experiment with whatever. Yes, it's on Crunchyroll. Yeah, that sounds about right. I didn't actually think it wouldn't be, since it was the biggest show when it was streaming. But it's good that you found it. Now you get to like sit down and binge the hell out of it. Maybe it'll take you one day over 8 hours, probably. Who knows? Probably, I don't know. I don't know how to just keep on babbling about that. But hey, we are making good progress on our mission. We are nearly able to stop with the kelping and continue with the removal of water, because fuck, I hate this water so much. Why did I set up in the middle of the ocean thinking it was a good idea? Next time I think about doing this, please stop me. We'll do it in a stream. I'll think about everything in stream, and people will be able to tell me, no, it's a bad idea, stop it. Naffs, your idea is bad. Like, Naffs, your idea is bad, and you should feel bad. I have Pokemon Ultra Sun, Pokemon X, Pokemon Omega Ruby, Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Shield. You got figures, I got Pokemon games. Yeah, The concept of the Pokemon games does seem fun. I just never had any... Well, as I was saying earlier, I had a 3DS, but then I ended up selling it after playing Pokemon Omega. Oh, was it Omega? I think it was Omega Sapphire, the one with the whale guy. And I think I got up to the point where I was meant to face the Elite Four, but I didn't get past there before getting rid of the game. And actually, it's, thinking about Pokemon, I'm looking forward to a figure which should be coming either within this shipment that I paid for recently, or another one which I should hopefully be able to pay for soon, which is a Dawn figure from the series, because Dawn was probably like top waifu material from Pokemon back in the day, like better than Misty. Because, you know, as cool as Misty was, she was also absolutely annoying. I guess part of her character was meant to be that, the like more down-to-earth, bring Ash down to size whenever he acts out like the child he was. I spent so much money on Pokemon games, lol. I'm at every single one I have. And it's good that you like have completed your games. Like I've kind of gone through phases of what I collect. Because behind me, I've got a massive wall of DVDs. When I moved out of my parents' place and, you know, got a job and all that fun stuff, I started collecting anime DVDs just because I was really like, oh my god, no piracy, fuck the pirates and shit like that. And to an extent, I'm still not massively... Wait, what? What the hell? Oh, that's so weird. The blocks haven't updated here, so it's like a perfect filter. Oh, that's so cool. My sister has all the DVDs I got plus hers. Yeah, I think I've gotten up to Sun and Moon with the DVDs of Pokemon. Well, I've got Sun and Moon, and then maybe Sun and Moon Ultra. Where is it? Yeah, I got into the second season of Sun and Moon collecting, but I've only seen so many seasons of the series. But trying to keep my head in the straight and narrow, as in like the straight and narrow of a thought process, because I am so absent-minded all the time, and I am so sorry about that. The DVDs I used to collect, I got up to a point where I think I have like around 300 different series on my wall alone, which I was collecting over a few years. It all kind of excited because I guess Sword Art was one of the shows that I saw early in my weebdom, early-ish, and so I got that along with like Haruhi Suzumiya and Clannad, and Ruby doesn't count, but I also got the first season of Ruby back then. And then because I get real obsessive over collecting shit, that's kind of where it like started spiraling out of control. And then I got some old United Videos shelves, so I could actually hold all of them. And so if you see any of my... I think it's like if you've seen any of the last two figurine videos I've done, or maybe some other ones, you'll notice it in the background of my videos, where it's just a big wall of discs. It's a fun time. Annoyingly, I haven't added to it as of late because my obsession has changed, and let's hope that it doesn't change again and render all the figures I've collected now pointless to a collection. But I feel like I've probably gotten to a point where figures are the end-all be-all, maybe, of obsessive fandom. I.e. meaning, like, you know, the way people express their fandom. That's how I did it. Things people get that I never get. A body pillow. If I get one, I'ma throw it out the window. See, I actually have not just one body pillow. I have two body pillows. Funnily enough, mostly for the meme. Well, I can easily say that, and you know, you can't be like, oh no, you didn't. But I originally got it for the meme because, you know, body pillows are funny. And then I think I was watching Malampan. I think it was Malampan. Some really weird YouTuber where he just has an absolute obsessive amount of them, and I was like, yeah, why not? Let's go with it. Plus, also there are some like kind of cool designs out there. But when it comes to people who actually like sleep with the pillow, that's where it's kind of weird. I kind of just have them in my room because it's funny as a premise. So I think I have like one of Rem and Ram from ReZero. I've got one of Yoshino from Date Alive, and then I had one of Rika Takanashi from Love Chinibyo, because she was... I think that was like one of the shows I had watched around the time I bought it. But if you genuinely buy it for, I don't know what the genuine reason will be, other than the meme, then I guess it is a bit weird. Useless. I get a body pillow of Naruto ramen. How would you get a body pillow of ramen? Because wouldn't that be... Unless it's like some weird name for a character. Did I read that right? So I get a pillow of Naruto eat. Oh, Naruto eating ramen. I'm not getting one. Yes, I did read that wrong. I mean, I feel like there'd probably have the ability to get one like that with the amount of body pillows there are out there. I guess like you've also got artists, like independent artists who put their artwork on body pillows. So that could be another reason to get one. Or you've got places which do custom body pillows. So they'll just print whatever design you want onto whatever the pillow you choose, whatever quality it's at. Because I think I remember talking to a friend about it once, and they pointed that out. The premise is still really weird, and part of the reason why it's in my YouTube profile picture is because it's so fucking cringe. I acknowledge that wholeheartedly. But I guess this is one of the jokes in the fandom territory, eh? Them their body pillows. Oh man, I got my waifu in real... No, the next stage is if you marry your body pillow. That's where it gets really weird. Why are you not breaking kelp with your pick? Why would I break kelp with my pick? Like, it instantly breaks, so it would just be wasting my pick. Because at the end of the day, I just want to get rid of all this stuff. And we're getting there. And then we'll be able to clear out the area, carpet bomb it, and then probably give up halfway through on deciding how I want to redecorate the area. But at least we're trying right now. And I feel like if we get into a good streaming, good streaming routine, that should work out even better, because then I'll be motivated in streams and do it constantly. So many freaking Rem figures. Because Rem was the main reason why, like, the series, or Rem was the main way the series was marketed. Like, it's actually really funny. I have so many Rem figures. I don't care about Rem as a character. Because I like the concept where they took a character and they've given her so many different kind of outfits and styles and poses and all that. And so I like those premises, but as a character, I don't care about it at all. I guess, like, it was kind of cute in the series, but she wasn't, like, top waifu material. If you, like, are on My Figurine Collection, like the website, you'll probably notice that there are, I think, over 400 different Rem figures out there, versus, like, I think 200 of Ram and Amelia. It's insane. Like, it's absolutely insane how much they marketed Rem rather than any of the other characters. It might be 300 for Ram, actually. The sister. And ironically, well, not really ironically, but funnily enough, a Rem and Ram figure is what I'm actually doing for my next figurine video. So that's a bit of a sneaky fact. When it eventually comes out. NEFs. Oh, Rem. I don't care about her. NEFs. Sees 400 figures. Now I don't want 400 of them. It's specifically the it's the figure collection Precious Figure series, where they essentially just have Rem, but in pretty much every outfit they can possibly think of. So it's just like that level of variety and diversity within a character. That's what I like. Oh, hello, lightning. Okay, so how are we going so far? This area we've cleared out earlier. I don't know. It didn't make sense. Yeah, exactly. The way I collect figurines doesn't make sense either. As I said, I'm extremely obsessive, so while other people are like, oh man, you gotta have like an intense connection to this character to want to buy a figurine of them, I'm like, oh hey, that's cool, pre-order. And then that's how I kill my bank account. Also, what I'm doing currently is I'm just trying to go through the area to see if I've missed any kelp. Jesus Christ. This is why we need a lightning rod. So that all the lightning can go to one area that we want it to go into. You know what? I think we've done a pretty good job here. It looks like all we have left is seaweed. No kelp, obviously, in any given location. So, I guess what we can do is start going through these edges along here. Because this is a time consuming process. It really is. Kirito figures. Is there a Kirito figure in my collection? No. Actually, there is not a Kirito figure in my collection. I have got one male figure in my entire collection, and it is a mini, like one of the mini Good Smile ones, like the trading figures. We kind of like just get a blind box, and it's of Kato from the Nendroid series, or the Vocaloid series. It's not even a series, it's a program. Either way, it's a Kato figure. I do have a male figurine coming though, and it is the Goblin Slayer though. So, when the re-release eventually comes out, that is going to be a thing that I'm going to be purchasing. Well, I've already purchased it, technically, I guess. But that's a male figure I want. And I guess technically you can't even tell he's a male. Because if you look at something like Fate, what is it? Fate Apocrypha? You've got someone like Mordred, who looks like a male at the start, but obviously when she takes off her helmet of horns and whatnot, it's like, that's not a guy. But yeah, there are Kirito figures. I don't care about Kirito. He's like the typical, or I guess he was kind of the original premise, or big premise of the overpowered character. Like, insert you as main character over this empty husk of a character. So what do we want? We want these, we want some of these, we want that, we want this. Cool. So, now what we want to do is we want to go through, not that direction there, go through this direction. See how I have, if I go along, in the wrong direction apparently. Girls. If everyone... Girls, do you know fear? Guys, imagine if everyone in SAO is a guy. Oh, no. All of the fanfic and smut that has been created is now automatically somewhat gay. Oh, no. I mean, I guess in a way, as far as like the lore went with Sword Art, if you want to call it lore, they kind of like revealed, or the game forced them to reveal their true face, so technically they couldn't be. But it did have a situation, yeah, where one character was a guy posing as a girl. I need some solid blocks, so let's come down here into this pit and grab some, dirt. That's easy enough to break, right? Cool. So, this is, what I'm going to do now is how I've essentially been getting rid of all of the water up until this point. So all of that clear area over there, we just build flying machines. And I'll go, get rid of that, get rid of that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, not you. 4. Grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I probably don't need it like that, now that I think about it. That one can be the... I don't have much slime, and slime has a specific purpose, which I use in these. Because most of my slime has gone into... what's-it-called? What's the word I'm looking for? A lot of my slime has gone to sticky pistons, that's the word. Because I had, like, I think a third of a shulker box full of it. But now it's all gone. Yeah, you're like, don't even know. What? What's that? What's that, 2Gamer? I don't even know what. Well, currently I don't know. That is true. Please inform me on the thing. Let's get rid of that. Let's grab that out. Just lay that there. So these things changed my life so much. We'll throw this here. No, not there. Get that. That goes there. Grab that thing there. Replace these with dirt. Because, you know, saving materials and whatnot is the way to go. 1, 2, 3. And we'll bring it out to the side here. Yay. Get out of it. And then we will grab another piston. That thing there. That there, that there. Grab out Z's. Throw that there. That one there, that one there. Get rid of you. This can go here. Other way though. That there, that there. Down, 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 down. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Then we can get that there. Then we'll get... Oh no, I don't have any sponge! I need that real quick. Otherwise, what we're doing is entirely pointless. Oh no. Message is gone. Girls, do you not feel like you're so scared? You scared your great guys. Imagine 50 withers next to your base that took like 3 years to make. Isn't that essentially what the fear is like if you're on 2B, 2T or something? Because I know there was, like, on Anarchy servers, where, like, you can spend, like, 1.5 years, 2 years working on a base, but you know that if anyone comes along that you don't know, is most likely someone malicious going to try to kill everything that you've tried to create, so... That's essentially it, plus the fact that if they did have wither skeletons, they probably would send 50 withers like that, so yeah, that would be scary. I can agree, because I am scared of withers on the best of days, yet alone if they were to, like, appear right here. Oh, that would make me mad if I actually think about it. Give me that back. I only have 8 sponges. I need to get more at some point. Yes, good. Oh, don't do that. Hello? Yes. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go one more here. Good. That means we've got just enough there. Right. So, we've got all this laid out nicely. You've only got so much of a push limit with these things. We place a block here. And then it all goes along. I joined a YouTuber realm and I made a sky base, like, it got griefed every day. Yeah, like, that's kind of one of the reasons why I can't be bothered doing any sort of, like, worlds that I don't know the people on. Like, I guess it could be kind of cool if I, like, joining a world with people, but I just don't trust people to not grief. Plus, if I want to, like, spend my time working on a base, I want to make sure it doesn't get blown up every time I leave the server. Yeah, I say, yee, you're live streaming. I didn't even know. Yeah, no, I am live. I said I was gonna stream 2 days ago. So I took a day off, and then I decided to stream again. Cause I think I remember seeing a thing. Since I'm not like, I guess I wouldn't consider myself an actual streamer because, you know, I don't really stream that often. But I was watching an actual streamer talking about it, and he mentioned that a good like pro tip is don't stream every day, but stream like every second day, or like stream like 3 times a week or something. If you like want to have the proper outcome or like a good growth rate without getting incredibly down about not having growth. Because supposedly when you're streaming, that isn't when you're getting your viewers, it's afterwards. It's like when you're not streaming that people actually find your channel. From what I've heard, I don't know how any of this works. But that's what the professionals say. So when I griefed the whole server before I left because how mad they made me. Oh, so then I griefed the whole server. That makes sense. I'm not a big griefing fan, but it makes sense as to why you'd do that. But it's like not really my playing style. My playing style is more the whole build a bunch of stuff that you can use for a long-term thing. Because I'm pretty sure I did mention in last stream, I kind of like the idea of having a system kind of like with like how Etho has his single player world, where it's just the whole thing just going on and it just lives through every update. I like that as a concept, because then you can kind of see growth throughout it. So even with the whole caves update thing, I don't plan on changing. I don't plan on changing worlds through that, which is going to be incredibly inconvenient because it means I'm going to have to go like 3,000 blocks to get any of the new stuff. But it means that you can kind of like have history in the world that you have. Well, that's the way I look at it. Now we get to destroy this and create a new one somewhere else. And this is how my life goes every time I'm not streaming. It's just build, destroy, build, destroy. Essentially, I could, instead of doing this, I could just build a machine, like, it's kind of like these machines here, and then some TNT bombers that don't hit them when they're docked. And then every time these things go over top of the water, you could then have the TNT bombers go over top, clear out all the water, clear out all the stuff, and then just bring everything down slightly every time. The reason why I don't do that, however, is because I don't know how to play the game to that effect. So we could probably easily just completely automate all of this. But, you know, I'm not like IL Mango or... I'm not even sure if Mumbo would do that sort of stuff. Because it's very precise timings. And Mumbo was good. Mumbo was really good at redstone. But then you've got the technical Minecrafters who are just way, way more knowledgeable in that territory. Let's sleep through the night and then we'll continue. In a chicon. Dare me ask if I can join back. Oh, dare me to ask if I join back in the realm. I mean, sure. What's the worst that could happen? They say no. Do they even know that it was you that griefed the realm as well? Because that could also be like an alternative thing where, you know, you just left. Or did you actually get kicked? Because that would be like the alternative situation there where you were made to leave. How do I want to go? Yeah, I remember how I want to do this. We want to get all the corners, all the sides, like this. Completely unsubmerged. So let's take this down a bit. Down a tad. Really schmidgen. And then I want to build a... Yeah, well, I want to build another sweeper through here and clear out this wee bit here. And we should hopefully be able to spread it out a bit wider, because before we couldn't quite do that. I'll just grab this real quick, because that is the dumb side of having only 8 sponges, is that it takes me forever to clear out anything with this sponge I got. That in there, that in there. Oi! You are meant to not have water leaking. Cool. I mean, essentially, what have we've completed the obligation on my stream, right? Yeah, we have. But I feel like I'll at least continue going a little bit and show why I despise these little fish. I know they're mammals, but dolphins were a mistake. Dolphins were a big mistake. And if you disagree, then you are part of the problem. Oh, no, the dolphins are cool, just I don't like them. They take your stuff, they're an absolute hindrance. And I don't know why they decided to put them into the game other than, oh man, dolphins are cute, right? Right? No. No, they're not. Let's do this again in 4s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4. Then we get this one here. That failed horribly. That and that. Then we can go to here. Bring it up a bit. There, there, there. There, there, there. Then we can take this. Up, up, up. No! Well, that's me not knowing how to do things, isn't it? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. And then we just essentially just bring this along. What I reckon would be much better is if I could find a way to do this at a much better speed, but again, I'm no Mumbo, or Isle Mango, as I probably would refer to it as. I could probably try to spend a bit of time in creative, actually. Probably not in stream, because it's hard to think in streams if you think about it. Because to an extent, like, there is somewhat of an obligation to keep making noise. Hello? And since, like, your mind is kind of focused on that, really thinking becomes a lot harder. So I guess it makes sense when I was watching a, I think it was like an Iskall video where he mentioned that he was streaming and they actually were productive. And he was amazed, considering how hard it is to really be productive in a stream. Like, with actual thinking work. But if you get, like, people, I guess, who really know what they're doing, it probably isn't that big of an issue, really. Because then they can help you out, too. And then you, who is probably a scrub, being me, who is a scrub, will have an easier time. Nice, nice, nice. Dat, 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 dat. Let's get rid of that. What's the time at? Okay. It's actually getting pretty late for me, right? And I started a bit later. So I reckon what we'll do is we'll actually get this thing going. We'll clear out this bit so you can actually see how this process really works. It's pretty self-explanatory, you know, you get stuff to go in the place. That's wrong. But it's time consuming. It would be much nicer if we can just build it once and then lower it each time. But that obviously has its own problems. But again, as I said, we can... I have a bad habit of constantly doing that. Like, whenever I think of a thing, I'm like, but again, But again, the thing I said we could do differently, probably. Who knows? It's all a mystery, right? Right? I don't know. Sweet, let's swap this out for that. Cool, cool, cool. That there, that there, that there. There, no, wrong. Wrong. There. 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 Why? Why must you do these things? There. There. Then we got the two up like this, because the reason why this is we can't have them facing into each other, because that kind of screws things up a little bit. And I have them on these blocks because they're solid, and I don't think these ones work if you power these ones and the pistons work side by side, so that's kind of the reason why I change it up that way. Now let's grab some of these. Let's go that and that. Then we clear out this area here. Good. Actually, that's really good. That's exactly how far I wanted in. Because obviously with the runoff, with that being a block, like base block, it's going to go from there over anyway, so the fact that that is like that is essentially what we want it to do. I want to clear that and that, and catch it before it has a chance to do the thing we don't want it to do. And then, oh, screw it, we'll just put this one here. Oh, that's not fantastic, that's wrong. Five. So that there. Grab this one here. And then we go one over there. Sweet. Oh, whoops. Throw that into there. Here's hoping that we can do this fast enough. That. Oh. Kind of? Oh, that is wet. I was thinking it didn't look like it was wet. But it's okay. It's all fine. It's all good in the hood, friendos. Steal them back. That and that. Oh no! Let's go. That. Oh. Every time. It just feels like an absolute fail. Thank you, thank you. I probably could make this easier on myself and block some of this off if I think about it. Or at least make it so that we're going from the middle to an extent. So that's gone. That we can probably take out with something else. Then we can take that out. We want to reduce the layer water over there. And all this with 8 sponges. Why do I do this to myself? And then I'll find out that it's all like one layer higher than I want it to be. It is a 1 layer higher. Grrr. It's okay. We are making through with the things. You can go here. They go in there. Take that back. Take them. Oh, that's actually pretty promising so far. And then we just probably need to use gravel or something for that. Okay, this has been mightily painful. I know, I'm sorry. But it will all be worth it once it is all cleared out. Get that, put it into there. No! There. So that goes on there. All clear, all clear, all clear. We'll let that all smelt first. So yeah, while we wait for that, just make sure that nothing is connected, because since all this is all dirt, it won't stick onto the ground. That thing is the only thing that might, but other than that, it should be fine. That's actually going to be the first thing that would actually catch anything anyway. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Off you go, sir. No one cares about you and your feelings. Sweet, okay, go. And so now, as we can... Oh, what the hell? Oh, I put that on wrong. Grr. Well, other than my ability to fail so horribly, that's actually not that bad of a thing, because what we can do now is take this and go like this. Get rid of that. Just get rid of that. So what we want to do is want to put a thing there, a thing on there, because I might have messed up a tad. Just a bit. That goes up there, goes onto there. We can put this onto here. And I'll put this forward just a little bit more, just because I can. Then we'll put the pistons onto here. Sorry, I'm back. Now you're all good. I might have made a little bit of a goof, but hey, those things happen. So then we want observers. There they are right there. That there and that there. No, wrong way. And then observer gets this. Oh, right. I'm a smart cookie. I need 2 observers for this. Why did I only place the 1? So we took out that area over there. We'll put this one over here. But I was right, we want to use this one first, because it starts from the back. And we just ride it all the way forward. Woo! Actually, what I want to do is we will, really quick, take out a thing over there. I have no food. Yes, I do. We'll take this bit out. Oi! Get out of it. Fool. Hey, no, off you fuck. No one wants your opinions, Mr. Zombert. Thank you. Munch, 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 munch. Man, wish I had PC. It is good. I do like me some good PC. Being the computer. Supposedly it is apparently less common for people to have like PCs nowadays. I was watching a stream by Jason Steele from Film Cow, and he kind of just brought up the whole fact that just PCs aren't a thing that people use so much, because it's all like phones and tablets nowadays. Because I mean, even I have a phone which I use for stuff, but I never really use it for gaming ever. But yeah, this is essentially how the whole thing that we'll be doing. I'm probably going to head off soonish, nowish, because I want to finish off something before I go to bed. But on a positive side, we did manage to finish the thing that I want to do. So, what do you reckon we should do on next stream? I reckon I'll open that up as a question. Because this is like a big task which needs to be done. Do we want to work on this still, or do something else? Because I've got like other things, like I want to build a kind of like a city system where you've got like a mountain and then different cities around it, and the mountain has like a ruin castle or like a ruined doorway leading into an underground mushroom city. But it's going to take a while for me to do that. Killing the wither 10 times? No, I would rather not. Like, I got enough wither skeletons to get a beacon. Yeah, I got enough to do the things I wanted. So I've got the beacon, I've got a beacon as my buffer, and then I have the star, and then the skeleton. But I am not wanting to do anything like that at the moment. I am like, nah. Circle around your storage. I need to find a good way to farm wither skeletons, because I'm a little pussy when it comes to fighting. I am so shit. Like, as far as that warden thing is concerned, that's me just noping out of caving almost. I guess I should also probably consider figuring out how I want to sort the system out, shouldn't I? Or the aesthetics for this. Because while it might somewhat look impressive to an extent, and causes a massive amount of lag, for me at least, on client side, it's not, like, visually pretty, sadly. That's information. That's what I'm wanting. So yeah, I'm gonna head off now. Feel free to, you know, join the Discord and what, so you know when I'm streaming, or at least it puts up a thing when I announce that I'm going to be streaming, because I do that, because that way I can't back out of it. Because I have the worst mentality when it comes to like, oh, I want to do a thing 5 minutes beforehand. Oh no, I can't be bothered doing the thing. So yeah, that's the thing. Fuck, I don't even know words. Why am I even trying this? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next stream, and yeah, I'll see you later.